Gantz,
Here.
Solberg,
Here.
Schlew,
Here.
Erdman,
Here.
Summerfeld.
Here.
Okay, thank you. No special recognitions this evening. We can go ahead with the approval of minutes. If anybody'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting, now is the time to do so. Lee?
I'll approve the minutes from the last meeting.
Okay, thank you. Motion on the floor. Is there a second to approving the minutes? Cody?
I'll second.
Great. Motion been made and seconded to approve the minutes from our last meeting. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Oh, okay. That was approval of the minutes and a delayed reaction, I believe. Correct, Chad?
I said aye.
Okay, and approval. Okay. It just came across after we had gotten, thank you. Go ahead.
Just want to note for the record too, Chad Schlew is appearing via Zoom and he was authorized to appear by the mayor and Eric Atkinson.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, with that, we do not have any public hearings tonight. Under public comments is the portion of our meeting when anybody can speak for 3 minutes or less on agenda items for the evening. So if you'd like to give us your name and fill out the little sheet in front of the podium and step up to the podium and push the microphone on, now is your chance to speak. Public comment is open. Last call for public comments. Okay, we'll close public comments, move on with the rest of our meeting. Under 5A, unfinished business, amending title 14, chapter 4 to adjust minimum lot size for unsewered lots created or modified on or after January 1st, 2024 to 1 acre. Discussion and possible waiver of second reading. We already have this introduced and first reading's been waived and we are at the second reading. And David Schofield, if you want to take it to the next level.
Yeah, so this will be increased. Yeah, at this point, I don't think that we want to have other people traipsing around in the range area. So I guess I'll defer to Eric on this, but I don't know that I'd want to have more people in that area.
Yeah, part of the concern is if we have general public in the MPD shooting range, there are items there that we certainly don't want the public necessarily interfering with that. And it's also locked off too with fencing. The other part is too, because we have other city activities, we want to make sure that we don't have people that haven't been properly vetted to be able to hunt back there. So to get to the first part of your question on there so far is only Lieutenant Chad Merzinski that has made the application for it. However, if there's other city staff that want to assist, that's something that we could certainly take into consideration as it comes forward.
And you know, as long as Chad's here, Lieutenant, if you'd come up to the microphone, maybe I've got a question for you. All right, so you might put your microphone on. So are you an accomplished deer hunter? And I'm just wondering if you know how to shoot a gun is all. And this is gun hunting or bow hunting?
Be for bow hunting, yes.
Okay, very good. And then do you have to get a Wisconsin bow hunting license besides?
Correct. You have to follow all the DNR regulations with the bow hunting license too.
Okay. So is there any deer out there?
There's a few, yes.
All right. And as long as we got Chad up here, if the council would like to ask a question, Gretchen, go ahead, please.
Well, I was wondering if this was this call recommended by the DNR or who determined the need for this call, considering the multiple other private locations and protected locations that the deer are spewing out of around our city right now?
That's a good question. Yes. This is just from my personal observation. It has nothing to do with the DNR.
It just somehow came out that we have the smartest urban deer that I know of because I've never seen one cross the street using a cell phone yet. So, that being said, our deer are urbanized and they are smart and there's a lot of them. So thank you for being willing to go down there and partake in that hunt. Eric?
No, I think you covered it, Mayor. Certainly, again, we would recommend approval for it, just provided that hopefully you'd add in the staff recommendations and making sure there's coordination between Mr. Frank and Ms. Hines.
Rylan?
Since there is such an issue with the deer, is there the normal limits on how many can be shot in that area?
Yeah, they'd have to follow Wisconsin's licensing program. And Eric?
Yes, I'd like to put a motion in to allow Lieutenant Chad Merzinski, the Menominee Police Department, permission to bow hunt on the city-owned land at the city landfill and Menominee Police Department shooting range.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Brings us down to 6C, proposal to order 2025 model squad cars in 2023 for the Menominee Police Department. I'm going to have Eric speak to this. Eric?
Sure. Before I get started, I may have to call for support from Chief Hollister in here because this is a confusing topic because of the way ordering police cars are right now, or for any vehicles for that matter. So the Menominee Police Department is looking to place an early order for their squad cars. These are cars that have been pre-approved in the capital improvement projects for us and part of our 2-year borrowing cycle. They do not have a dollar amount yet because they will not be able to acquire a bidded dollar amount until I believe it is tomorrow. Now the bidded dollar amount will come in under budget and will also allow for them to be able to put in new internal components. And the reason why that they're asking for this permission is because if they do not order now, they in all likelihood will not receive any squad cars for 2024 and would have to wait till 2025 in order to be able to receive them. And this was an issue that we talked very briefly about earlier this year when it came to the most recent order of the squad cars, that we ended up missing out on being able to order hybrids because we
Saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we do not have any closed session tonight. So if anybody'd like to make a motion to adjourn. Oh, Cody?
I'll move to adjourn.
Okay, motion been made to adjourn. And somebody like to second that motion? Eric?
I'll second that.
Thank you. Motion been made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great evening.